Hi folks, hope you're doing well. It's nearly 3 p.m. on the 3rd of August 2020. I just watched a beautiful video. The video is called She Was My Father's Dog. Ugh. Breaks your heart. Truly breaks your heart. I mean, this video would be entitled What a Dog Can Do. Because, this dog had been through it. I will include the video link. I will include the video link of this video. You can see for yourself, but that's it, sweetheart. This dog reminds me of Amber. That's why it's so tough, because the way this dog behaves around people is exactly the way that Amber behaves. Coming in close for a cuddle. Yeah. She's the only one of mine that does that, actually. So I say each dog has difference in their personality, in the way they behave. Like Amber's the only one really who doesn't kiss. She doesn't lick faces. I mean, Riley doesn't really, but certainly Amber has never licked anyone's face, as far as I can tell. Mine either. Hands she'll lick, arms she'll lick. But not the face. One day she will. But so far, in her nearly 4 years, she has not licked a face yet. So, it's just her nature, but she's so incredibly touchy-feely. She push herself right into you, push her head right into your neck. When she's having a cuddle. That's her way of showing love. The others give you kisses, whereas she, is a lot more cuddly. So, this dog. Oh my lord, this dog had gone through it. When the video starts, the dog had a broken hip and was found basically on the streets. Probably been run over. I imagine so. With a broken hip, that's pretty serious condition. And of course, it wouldn't put any pressure on that leg at all. But then this man's father met the dog, fell in love with it, which of course you would. Just seeing the dog and the nature of it, you fall in love with this dog. A second. So, of course, the dog had had a hard life. Then met this man. They bonded. And about a year later, the man died from the coronavirus. The way the video is put is slightly incorrect. This wasn't your dad's dog, your father's dog. Your father was her human. And the dog lost her human. So, along with the son. He lost his father, but all of the children lost their father. But the dog also lost her human. And that is the thing. Is that we need to understand that in the end, like my dogs, I'm as much theirs as they are mine. That's why I said in the video I made the other day about consequences could be incredibly harsh for the dog. So about a neighbour's dog. If you understand the bond that there is between you and that dog, why would you allow anything to happen that could risk that dog's life? I don't understand it. So the people that understand the bond, they're the ones who pretty much do see a similarity, not the same, but a similarity between that dog being part of their family. That each dog is a member of their family. Because there is that bond there. The same as the sort of bond you would have with a child or a brother or a sister. That bond is there between you and that dog. You care for the dog, and the dog cares for you. Yeah. To a certain degree, you do rely on each other. Certainly, the dog will always rely upon you. You are their human. You are their provider. You are there to look after them and guide them and protect them. What do you get off them? Oh, so much. It's so much. I mean, the joy when you come home that they have in seeing you. Wow. You imagine if your children had the same joy. You came home and your children and your wife or your husband had that same joy that your dog has when you come home. Oh, how fantastic life would be, eh? But you never get that sort of joy from children or your husband or wife, do you? Not that you get from a dog. Well, most people don't. So that's why the dog always has a special place. An incredibly special place in the heart. Same as a cat. A cat couldn't care less whether you're at home or not. Not really. Most cats couldn't. They just go and do their own thing. Yeah, they come and see you when they're good and ready. Whereas a dog, and time when you're going to take a dog for a walk. As soon as the dog knows you take it for a walk, it's overjoyed. Yeah, it's going with you. Oh yeah. And when you call it and it comes back, fantastic. Or it goes ahead a bit. It keeps looking back to make sure you're there. I mean, that's just beautiful. There's an incredible beauty in that. Yeah. And that is immensely gorgeous. All of that is, as I say, it's what you get. What you get from a dog. What a dog gives you. As well as the fact, as I say, even the fact that what the dog relies upon you, that's great because that dog loves you unconditionally. Yeah. As long as you feed it, as long as you give it some attention, it loves you completely, unconditionally. Yeah. You don't get that with family, with children, with husband or wife, or brothers or sisters. You don't get that. But you do with a dog. I've said before, look at the word dog, reverse it. You get a similar love from a dog as you did from God. That's why I think dog was called dog. Because it's the reverse spelling of God. And there's something absolutely glorious about the love of a dog. Dogs just love you. They don't need you to necessarily do anything. Even if you have a dog, let's say you're a complete scumbag. You have a dog, you beat it, you don't feed it, and that dog is dying of starvation. It still loves you unconditionally. Unconditionally, it would still love you, yes. Because the bond is there. That's the reality. They would still love you because that bond is there. Because you are their human. That's it. So the bond is already there. With humans, that just isn't the case. We fall out with people, people have huge expectations on us, and when we don't meet those expectations, suddenly we're the biggest scum of the earth. Not with a dog. Yeah, that's why. Well, I've said in other videos, that's why I would cross the road to meet a dog. generally speaking, I wouldn't cross the road to meet a human. Now, I should. I should. Yeah. But I haven't done. But I'll cross the road to meet a dog any day of the week. I would delay an emergency. If I was late for someone, I was walking, I'd be late. If I met a dog, I'd be even later. Because I would always stop and say hello to a dog. Now, it's a bit annoying with this Rona, certainly when the Rona was first started, because you don't touch someone else's dog. Just in case you've got the Rona, you don't want to pass it on to them by putting any spores of Rona onto their dog, and when they stroke the dog, they're going to get it on their hands. Didn't want to do that. Yeah, that's the reality of the situation, isn't it, really? That's it with dogs. I've got another video, another walk and talk in the fairy village, so I will transfer that from phone to computer and then upload that later as well. That was an interesting one, interesting subject. So with the walk and talks, I generally have no idea what the subject's going to be when I start. There's no planned subject. Even this, what I like about these is, I've always said, going back from years ago, that a Christian minister, it should always be that when you see something, you hear something, like you can hear a song, and God can give you something through the song. Or you can see like a TV program or something, and God will give you a message through that to bring to the people. And ones like this, I like doing because I see something that is like, right, okay, that's something I can speak about. I mean, that's beautiful. So I can speak about that because it is beautiful. When you speak about, in Scripture, what's the most important thing? It says love. Love is the most important thing. And what do we get from dogs? Love. That's why a dog is man's best friend. The reason why is because, for all those years, it was a man going out to work. When he came home, the dog was always chuffed to see him. Best pleased out of anyone was a dog. And so that's why dog was always man's best friend. And now it can be woman's best friend. But dog is human's best friend. By a long shot. Compared to another human, yeah, of course. Oh, yeah. There are going to be times with any human that they're not going to be pleased to see you. There are going to be times when you've done something or said something where they take offense. And as soon as they take offense, big problems now. Whereas with a dog will never take offense. With anything you say, they can't understand you, really. Well, even colleagues can understand a certain amount of controls. We don't understand that much, so. Like mine, it's cool. They understand now when I say, get behind me, they know what that means. Because when we're walking and we come near a road, they've got to get behind me so I'm the furthest one. So I can see whether there's any cars coming or anything. So, rather than them being way ahead and getting run over, not a good idea. So they learnt that pretty quickly, actually. And that was through, I was walking them down. I think it's when I had the situation when my license had been taken away. Well, not taken away, but revoked. So I still had the physical license, but I wasn't able to drive. So I was walking the dogs down, and I figured actually one night, let's walk back. Instead of going around the other park to walk back here from the main park, I thought, let's walk back down the road. Up the road is quicker. So, of course, they were trying to walk ahead. It's like, right, get behind me. Come, back here, back here, back here, back here. And eventually, after about 3 nights, I'd just say, behind me. And they would all file in behind me. And walk behind. Which made it then so much easier But then of course I'll have to. They learned also off the road, because when they go from the path onto the road, off the road, and they come back off the road onto the path. So they are intelligent. They do understand a lot of words. I just veered off again. Subject, no, but yeah. But they don't get offended. They don't get offended by anything you say. Sometimes they might get incredibly confused. If you react in a way that's telling them they're bad and they don't know what the heck they've just done, they can be a bit confused. Because they don't know what they've done. But they just say, okay, I'll go and lay down for a while, shall I? Yeah. You're not happy with me, so I'll go and lay down out your way. I'll just stay out your way for now. Same as in a pack. If the pack leader was a bit upset, generally speaking, the pack members would back away. They say, right, I'll leave you to it for now. I've no idea why you're upset, so I'm just going to stay away. Well, that's what they do when you tell them off, and they don't know why. So, yeah. But they are glorious creatures. They're creatures, I think, designed by God for us, for our company. I mean, they're absolutely beautiful. Beautiful creatures. And it's like whatever dogs. You do have dogs. Yeah, let's be real. There are some dogs that are quite ugly to look at. There are. That has to be so incredibly true indeed. There really are some dogs. I've seen some pictures of dogs. I mean, pugs aren't exactly good looking. And there's dogs that are even worse looking than pugs that have so much skin over the face, it just wrinkles. And so that's not an attractive dog in any way, shape, or form. However, there's going to be incredible beauty in the nature of that dog. Because there is in every single dog. There's incredible beauty. There's that love. And that's the key, and that's what you get from a dog. So if you don't have a dog, go and get one. Go and get one. Find a way. Even if your landlord says you can't have a dog, find a way. Find a way to get a dog. Because dogs are absolutely fantastic. They are an incredible blessing. They really are. I wish I'd have got dogs earlier. These are my first, really. That are my dogs. I've been in a relationship with people that had dogs, and I moved into a relationship when there were dogs there. But these are my first of mine. And I wish I'd done it earlier because, that bond you get. Even the point of taking them out for a walk, not on the walk and talk videos. As we're walking, I talk to the dogs and you see them look behind and respond. You see their little tails wag. All of that is just beautiful. Yeah? Yeah, that's, as I say, that's what you get from a dog. You get love. So there you go. I don't need to say any more. I will end this video there. It's been going on for long enough. Gushing about doggies. So you take care. God bless, and I will speak to you soon.